Good evening and welcome to Bharat News on Bharat TV. I'm Mona Sharma Gupta and here are tonight's top stories. In breaking news, a mass shooting in Orlando leaves the community shaken. Former President Trump gains attention for supporting Hindus in Bangladesh. Meanwhile, controversy erupts in Michigan as a non US citizen student allegedly cast an illegal vote. On the national stage, Pennsylvania's early voting option sparked debate. In Texas, Indian-born Karthik Niralasekhti announces his mayoral run. In Indian news, PM Modi criticizes Congress for unfulfilled promises, and BJP's China NC files a complaint over a Sena MP's remark. Delhi declares a public holiday for the assembly election on November 7, coinciding with Chhath Puja. Internationally, flash floods devastate Valencia, Spain. Let's now dive into the details. A devastating mass shooting in Orlando, Florida has left multiple casualties, sending shockwaves through the community and reigniting discussions on gun control. Local authorities are investigating the incident and have urged residents to remain vigilant while the investigation continues. This tragic event underscores the persistent issue of gun violence in the US, with community leaders calling for more effective policies to prevent such incidents and protect citizens. The Orlando community is mourning a loss and rallying support to support affected families during this difficult time. Former President Donald Trump recently gained widespread praise on social media for voicing support for Hindus in Bangladesh, a community facing discrimination and religious challenges. Trump's statement has resonated with the Hindu diaspora and other South Asian communities, highlighting issues of religious freedom in South Asia. Many see his comments as an extension of his outreach to international communities with shared values, further solidifying his appeal among religious minorities. This comes as Trump continues to build rapport with diverse groups in his bid for re election, using social media to connect with supporters globally. In a rare and controversial case, a Chinese student at the University of Michigan is facing charges for allegedly casting an illegal vote. According to Michigan Secretary of State, the non US citizen registered to vote using his student ID and other residency documentation, casting a ballot that cannot be retrieved due to Michigan's anonymous voting system. The student now faces charges of perjury and unauthorized voting, with potential penalties including jail time and fines. The incident has raised concerns over election security and is fueling calls for stricter identification requirements in the state as it gears up for a critical election. Authorities emphasize that this case is isolated, but have launched an independent investigation to ensure election integrity. Pennsylvania's decision to expand early voting options ahead of the upcoming election has sparked both support and criticism nationwide. Proponents argue that early voting improves accessibility and enables more citizens to participate in the democratic process. However, critics are concerned that extended early voting periods may expose vulnerabilities in the election system, particularly regarding ballot handling and security. This expansion reflects broader trends across the US as states experiment with ways to encourage voter turnout while balancing election security. As Pennsylvania is a key battleground state, any changes to its voting process are closely monitored. Indian-born entrepreneur Karthik Niralasekhti is running for mayor in Texas, marking a significant milestone for the Indian-American community in US politics. Known for his work in social entrepreneurship, Niralasekhti is committed to bringing innovative solutions and inclusive policies to local governance. His campaign emphasizes community empowerment, economic growth, and cultural diversity, themes that resonate strongly with both Indian and Americans and the wider community. Niralasetti's candidacy underscores the growing influence of Indian Americans in youth politics, showcasing their increasing role in shaping leadership at local and national levels. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the campaign trail has sharply criticized the Congress party for allegedly deceiving the public with unfulfilled promises in states it governs. Speaking at a recent rally, Modi claimed that Congress has failed to deliver on commitments related to infrastructure, employment, and welfare, saying that their governance has been exposed. He urged voters to consider BJP's record of development focused policies and accountability. Modi's comments come as both parties gear up for a series of high stakes state elections where development and governance are central issues for voters. BJP leader Shaina NC has filed a police complaint against Shiv Sena MP Arvind Sawant over a controversial remark in which he allegedly referred to her with a derogatory term. Shaina called the comment disrespectful, especially towards women, and condemned it as unbecoming of a public servant. This incident has sparked widespread criticism, with calls for greater decorum in political discourse. Women rights advocates have also voiced support for China, urging political leaders to set a higher standard of respect in public dialogue. The case has highlighted the need for respectful conduct within India's political landscape. The Delhi government has announced a public holiday on November 7 to facilitate the assembly elections and accommodate the Chhat Puja celebrations, which are significant for the Purvanchali community. The overlap of the election and this important cultural festival is expected to boost voter turnout and public engagement. Authorities are coordinating logistics to ensure that both the election and the festivities proceed smoothly, with additional arrangements for crowd management and public safety. This initiative underscores the importance of cultural inclusivity and civic participation in the democratic process. Heavy rains have triggered severe flash floods in Valencia, Spain, causing widespread damage and leading to the evacuation of hundreds of residents. Streets and buildings in several areas are submerged, disrupting daily life and prompting a large scale emergency response. This natural disaster, attributed to shifting climate patterns, highlights increasing frequency and intensity of extreme weather events in Europe. Rescue teams are working tirelessly to assist affected communities, with officials emphasizing the urgent need for stronger infrastructure to withstand such climate induced challenges. That concludes today's news on Bharat TV. For more updates in these stories and others, visit our website or follow us on social media. I am Mona Sharma Gupta and we'll see you soon.